I wish that everybody would just take a little bit of time to read A.W. Tozer's The Knowledge of the Holy. When I wrote my most recent book, I wrote it as sort of an expansion of what I had learned in that book. That was a book that came across my path when I was in my early 30s. And that was a time when I had never really tried to spend any time meditating on the character of God. I was just learning what it meant to come to the scriptures and read them with a God-centered focus. And so when we are new at that, we have this underdeveloped vocabulary around what the attributes of God even are. And so when I picked up Tozer's book, there was this gem of just beautifully expressed truths from Scripture about who God was, and placed in an order that sort of unfolded him for us so that we could ease our way into this magnificent presence, so to speak, and written in simple and accessible but yet beautiful language. So it was a formative thing for me. It's not a long book, and you can take it a chapter at a time. And for me, it transformed the way that I read the Bible and made me recognize that my view of God was not transcendent enough, and he got bigger for me as I read that book. I love it too because I think most people like The Pursuit of God. That's the book they're more familiar with by Tozer, and he wrote that relatively early in his life. And so as a writer myself, I can feel ideas coalescing and convictions deepening the older I get. So I always like to read something that an author has written toward the end of his life to see how his thought processes sort of ended up at the end of the trail. And that's what The Knowledge of the Holy is. He wrote it very close to his death. And so it gives a little window into, at the end of his days, what were the things that he wanted to make repetition of that we would remember them. So I love it. You should read it.